welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I sat down and filmed a YouTube video, but I am excited to finally have a few free moments here to do this. I figured I would kind of fill you guys in as far as what has happened in the past year. I think it's been a year since I filmed a YouTube video, at least. So yeah, first thing, this apartment is different. This is my apartment. I no longer have a roommate. So I moved in here about 3 months ago, was living in an apartment with a roommate, and we ended our lease early, so we terminated our lease last October. I moved back in with my parents just to get back on my feet. We owed some early termination fees to our apartment, and there was just a lot going on. And so we packed up my apartment and I moved back in with them in October with the intention of moving out in 2020. So the beginning of 2020, because I finished paying off my lease termination in February. So if you're following this timeline, you know that in March 2020 is when COVID erupted. So at the time, I was still going to work. I was still living with my parents, and my office shut down. So I transitioned to working from my parents' house, as well as my dad was also transitioning to working from home. So he always has been off and on working from home, but he wasn't able to travel as much when the COVID shutdown hit. So we were both working from home in that time frame, and it was a big adjustment. I had, as I said, anticipated moving out, and I had been touring apartments, and then everything just completely shut down. So I bought a desk and I bought a desk chair, and I kind of moved into my dad's office. So we had his desk in this corner, my desk in this corner. At the time I was working in a call center, so it was a little crazy taking phone calls in my shared desk space room, shared office space. But I was quickly transitioned from taking calls to working a different type of job. Same pay, just different responsibilities. So I no longer had to take calls, but I had a lot more responsibility on my plate. So we made it work. We upped the Wi-Fi speed at my parents' house. We made it work. Every month, what I anticipated moving out. So my original move out date, as I said, was after I finished paying off my lease termination, which was in February. I then reset it for June because I figured that after the lockdown in March, things would start to filter back to normal, which, as we now know, in December 2020, they did not. So in June, I started contacting apartments again. Nobody had availability, and if they did, they weren't showing, which is fair. June turned to July, and then I looked at my parents, and we both kind of sat down, and I was like, I need my own space. At this point, I was turning 25, and I love living with my parents. I have nothing against living with my parents. I still see my dad almost every single night. I just needed my own space. So my mom and I began the apartment hunt online, and I ended up signing this apartment lease. It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. So I have office space and then a bedroom, and it is perfect for me. And I got it at a good rate because it is up some flights of stairs with no elevator. So move-in day was quite the adventure. It was me, my dad, and my brother for 5 hours moving furniture upstairs. But I've been here, as I said, for about 3 months now. Once I got settled in after September, I adopted a dog. So you've probably heard him in the background of this video. He's playing in my lap right now. I will insert photos of him. He is almost 5 months old, so he is a almost 5-month-old corgi, and he is the love of my life. I'm obsessed with him. He is my son. and he goes everywhere with me. So he transitioned to living here pretty quickly, and yeah, just me and him every single day. After moving into my own apartment, again, I love having my own space. I definitely enjoy a lot more having my own space. So no roommates, just me. After I got Cooper, things definitely changed. So I never had a dog growing up. It was something I always wanted. However, I played competitive soccer. My brother played baseball and football, and we were just never home on the weekends as well as weeknights. We were always at some sort of field, and on the weekends we were always at some sort of tournament, and so it just didn't end up working out for us. So when I got my own place, I told my parents right off the bat, I was like, I'm going to get a dog. They were very much against it. Obviously, I live here alone. I pay all my own bills. I am working 2 jobs as well as getting my master's. So I don't have much time on my hands. There he goes. But I just, as soon as I saw his face, I knew that I needed him. And so on the weekend of my brother's birthday, actually, yes, okay. And so on the weekend of October 3rd, me and my best friend Victoria got into my Volkswagen Jetta, and we drove to Nashville, Tennessee. So for reference, I live right outside of Orlando, Florida, and Nashville is about a 12-hour drive. So we left on a Friday afternoon. We stopped in Georgia for the night. We drove to Nashville on Saturday, picked up Cooper. We drove back to Georgia Saturday night, and Sunday we drove home. It was a long weekend, and as soon as I saw Cooper's face, I immediately started crying because I am just that person. I'm the person that would wear a dog mom hat. I'm the person that has photos of my dog all over. I framed his puppy kindergarten graduation certificate. I love my dog. So the moment that I saw him, we actually met the breeder in a rest area, like at a rest area, because they live on a rural farm, and we were already driving 12 hours. It would have been a total of 14 hours to get to their farm from Nashville. So they were very kind and met us in Nashville. And as soon as I saw him, I immediately burst into tears. It was me, Victoria, and then his 2 breeders, and I sat on the ground and he crawled into my lap immediately, and I just knew that was it. This is my dog. And we took him home. It was a big adjustment to go from, even living with my parents, but now living alone, and my only financial responsibility being myself, to now living with at the time, 2-month-old puppy. I think I cried out of pure frustration for like the first month straight. I'm sorry, I'm having to play with this reindeer while I film this. And he's a piece of work. He is high energy all of the time, and he requires a lot of attention and a lot of just emotional support, love. Was very resistant to potty training, was very quick to start biting. Not mean biting, just like he is a corgi and they are herding dogs by nature. So he bites feet, ankle, whatever he can to get you to go where he wants to go. He very quickly got into chewing my furniture. So yes, it has been a struggle, but it has been a good struggle, and I'm very, very happy. So happy. I would say Cooper is 100% the best part of my 2020, and he changed my life in so many ways. And I always said, like, I don't know what I would do with a kid, and now that I have Cooper, I really don't know what I would do with a kid. Like, the amount that I am obsessed with my dog, it is I would multiply that by 10 if I had a kid. So I am very glad to have Cooper. And I keep joking that when he gets a brother, he's not gonna know what to do. He definitely has only child syndrome, that is for sure. But I do plan on getting more dogs, not in this apartment. Cooper will be my only dog while I live here, but in the future, I do want to grow my dog family. And yeah, so that all happened. At the same time, I got a promotion at work. So I'm now working an 8 to 4:30 schedule like the rest of the working world. Before I was working 4-day weeks from, oh my God, I don't remember what time I started, like 8:30 to 7 or something along those lines. But now I work 8 to 4:30 Monday through Friday. My job is very different and it is a lot of responsibility that, you know, there's no way to prepare for. You kind of just dive right into it. And it has been a big adjustment for me. Because again, I do work 2 jobs. So I work my 8 to 4:30 job, and then I also am an author and a writer, and then I'm getting my master's. So it has been quite the struggle to try and balance my life. For a while, I didn't do anything other than work and take care of Cooper, probably for the first month that Cooper was here, because it was hard. It was hard to find a proper balance. And I, as I said, am obsessed with my dog. I'm obsessed with you. And so I didn't want to leave him, and we were working on crate training. He didn't take the crate training very well, and it was just a lot. So I'd say for the first probably solid month, it was me and Cooper 24/7, work and play. Now in December 2020, things are definitely different. I have found more of a balance in my life. My schedule is a bit different now because anyone who knows me knows I am not a morning person. I never imagined I could work an 8 to 4:30 because I didn't think I could sign in at 8 a.m. Well, I didn't think I could get to the office by 8 a.m. Luckily, I don't have to. I just have to sign in by 8 a.m. Now I am the person that wakes up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym. And I never thought I would be that person, but I guess life changes. So 2 days a week I go to the gym at 6 a.m. The other 2 days of the week I wouldn't say 2. Another day of the week I go to the gym on Saturday or Sunday with my dad. And yeah, my schedule pretty much looks like if I'm going to the gym, go to the gym in the morning, come home, take Cooper on a walk, shower, go to work. After work, we have a free afternoon. My goal going into 2021 is definitely to have more of a structured schedule so that my afternoons are not just me. I don't know what I do with my afternoons, but I definitely need to dedicate more time to my writing and to my master's in 2021, so that is the plan. But yeah, so pretty much 2020 has been the year of change. I think it's been the year of change for everyone, especially in this crazy time. But yeah, I moved in with my parents and then moved out on my own. I got a puppy and a promotion. So it's definitely been a strange year, but I'm very thankful for the positive aspects of my life. And I've tried really hard this year to focus on the positivity, because there is definitely an overwhelming amount of negativity as well. But I mean, for me, I can get very lost in that, and I can take on that as my personality. So it really just affects me on a deep emotional level. So I really try hard to focus now on the positivity in life. When quarantine started, I started refinishing furniture as a hobby. I definitely say that hobby's on the back burner now, but I did enjoy that while it lasted. And yeah, I'd say pretty much my day-to-day life right now consists of finding activities to wear out my dog. So we go on hikes, we go and play at my parents' house because they have a fenced-in backyard. That's pretty much what I've been up to. It's been crazy. It's been a wild ride. But 2021 offers a lot of promise. My book comes out in June 2021. I will leave the link below to pre-order. There's a pre-order giveaway that I'll be announcing a little bit later into 2021, probably the springtime. I'm definitely looking forward to what 2021 has to offer. So also moving into 2021, I am looking to operate on a schedule. My creativity definitely stifled in 2020. I know a lot of people that were very active in quarantine and got a lot done as far as writing or YouTube or whatever they do creativity wise, and that was not me. I'd say for the first 2 weeks, I was very productive, and then my creativity completely flattened out. I had absolutely nothing to offer. I couldn't write a sentence, which was really great because I started my master's in creative writing, but it was just really hard creatively in 2020. So I'm looking to do things for fun now instead of for profit. A big thing I did was my book, which comes out in June, which was fun, don't get me wrong, but there's definitely some harder aspects to editing and getting a book ready for publication. So I think in 2021, I really want to refocus on doing things for, I don't know, happiness, doing things that I enjoy. And I also want to, even though this completely contradicts what I said, monetize my writing more. Right now, writing does not support me. It is my second job. It supports Cooper bills, basically. Pays for him to go to the vet and like get groomed and stuff. I bought Cooper off of a writing job. In 2021, I'm definitely looking for more ways to kind of capitalize on that and just kind of see where I can go with it in 2021. So yeah, that is pretty much it. This video was very rambly, but I am happy and I'm excited and I can't wait to see what the new year has to bring. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe because I will be making more content. I think in the past I really tried to pigeonhole myself as a booktuber, which I am not. So I will still be making book videos. I love to read, love to write, but I also am really into skincare and makeup, even though I'm not wearing any and I hardly wear any anymore, but I do love those things. I'm also really into my dog and just fun things like that. So yeah, I think in 2021, I will definitely be focusing on my brand and figuring out just what it is that I like to do. So if you want to follow me on that journey, be sure to subscribe. Cooper will be in pretty much all of these videos because it is just me and him. Hopefully he can take a nap next time. But yeah, can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye. So my my goal going into 2021 is definitely to have more of a structured, okay. Oh, asshole. You're such an asshole.